I call the honourable member for Blaxland. Sorry.
Well, thank you, Deputy Speaker. And there's a great irony here. For the last 3 years, the now Prime Minister stood at this very dispatch box and hectored and lectured us about the importance of being honest with the Australian people. And then he crosses to the other side of the floor and now, as Prime Minister, refuses to be honest with the people of Western Australia. And that's what this debate is about. It's what this MPI is about, seeking a bit of honesty from this government, a bit of openness from this government, asking just one simple thing: release the Commission of Audit before the election. And the Parliamentary Secretary who just spoke had 10 minutes to talk about that, and in 10 minutes couldn't even utter the words Commission of Audit, which tells you everything that you need to know. Now, in the Prime Minister's first press conference on becoming Prime Minister, he said these important words: "I'm not going to make up promises that I don't end up keeping." And only a couple of weeks ago on YouTube, he said, "We are honouring our commitments." Indeed, that will be the theme of this government this year. Well, the unfortunate thing is that is not the case. It is not happening. This government is already breaking promises. This government has broken its promise on the NBN. It promised that everyone would have access to 25 megabits per second by 2016. You broke that promise in December last year. They've broken their promise on education as well, and the promise of 1 million jobs in 5 years, well, that's looking shaky already as well. And that's why this report is important. The people of Western Australia deserve to know if this government is going to break their promise on health or on education or, God forbid, on pensions or the ABC or SBS. And they deserve to know that before they go to the polls in 2 weeks' time. Now, it's important that members remember what the Prime Minister said the night before the election. This Prime Minister. This Prime Minister on SBS News said this: "No cuts to education, no cuts to health, no change to pensions, no change to the GST, no cuts to the ABC and no cuts to SBS." Well, I bet that's not what the Commission of Audit says. What does it say? What's in it? Why are you refusing to release it? Why are you delaying releasing this report? Is it because it's 900 pages of nasties? Is it because it is full of broken promises? Remember, this is a Prime Minister who said on the 7:30 report, "You can't believe anything I say unless it's written down." Well, this is written down, 900 pages of it, and it's on his desk, and he refuses to release it. And if he wants the people of Australia to trust him and trust his word that he'll do everything he says, then he needs to release the report now to prove to the people of Australia and prove to the people of Western Australia that he is a man of his word. Now, I'm particularly concerned about potential cuts to the ABC and what that means for regional Australia. This Prime Minister has said that he won't cut the ABC, and in Senate estimates, the head of the ABC was asked, if the ABC is cut, can you guarantee that there'll be no cuts to regional radio? And the head of the ABC said no. I can't guarantee that. So that is what is at stake here for National Party members in Western Australia and right across Australia, and why they need to stand up to this Prime Minister now and why we need to know what's in this report. Because regional radio provided by the ABC provides important local news, important sports news and important emergency broadcasts where there's cyclones or bushfires, places like Karratha or Broome or right across Australia. And if there are cuts to the ABC, then there will be potentially cuts to regional radio. That's why I'm saying to Liberal members, National Party members, grow a spine and stand up to this Prime Minister, release the report and tell us whether there are going to be cuts to ABC regional radio. It's an issue for ABC regional radio, but it's bigger than that. It's an issue of integrity. This is what the now Minister for Communications said of the now Prime Minister after he was rolled by him only a couple of years ago. This is a major issue of integrity at stake here. The Liberals should reflect very deeply on it. Many Liberals are rightly dismayed that we are now without integrity. We may have given our opponents the irrefutable, undeniable evidence that we can't be trusted. If they cut in these areas, then there'll be more proof again.